morning. How you guys doing?
Doing great, Coach, and thank you so much for taking some time to join us. Coach Dooley, if you could please start us out with an opening statement regarding your team's most recent outing versus Jackson State.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, a great day to have a football game. That's what you call SWAC football right there. Everything was there. The fans was there on both sides. Teams was ready to play. Unfortunately, I didn't come out on the end that I wanted to come out up on, but that's on us. We got to correct now. We just got to be able to scratch where it is at. I thought defensively we played well enough to do some things, and the offense didn't get a chance to put the ball in the end zone. You can't win if you don't score. So that's on me, and I take that personally because I'm an offensive guy. So we got to get these guys prepared and be ready to go. They was prepared. We just didn't cash in. So now we just got to look forward to playing a great coach. When you talk about Willie Simmons, I know his offensive mind. I know his mindset, and I just know how his team's going to be prepared. So got a huge challenge ahead of us again.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach. First question goes to Dr. Cavill.
This is Kenyatta with Dr. Bill's Inside the HBC Sports Lab. You talked about your offense and you wanted to be able to see it be more productive, but talk about your defense and how they kept you within the game, although you were trying to get your offense to be more productive throughout the game.
Yeah, you know, each week those guys is coming on stronger. They're gelling together. They're playing great football together. They're playing unit football, and that's what we expect for those guys because those guys are fast and physical, and they love to fly around. So Coach Miller's doing a tremendous job with those guys. We just got to make sure in all three phases that we're doing a great job. When you play a good football team, you got to make sure you're executing at a high level in all three phases.
No doubt. And you talked about the pageantry, the rival, in terms of this past weekend with this game, but you turn your head and now you got to look forward. Guess what? You got another big rival on the road again in FAMU in Tallahassee. Talk about what you look forward to your team needing to get done to come out on the better side against FAMU this weekend.
I tell you what, that playing in this conference, there's no time to sleep, no question about it. Week in and week out, you're going to have a challenge. But going down to Tallahassee, facing a Willie Simmons football team that's going to be well coached. Right now, we got to get the offense back going. We got to get back the chemistry, get back getting into the end zone. Then we got to be prepared for, which I know that he's going to have that offense going. He's another play caller as a head coach, and I know he understands the things that he look for to accomplish. So our defense going to have their work cut out. But at the end of the day, you know, they got some great special team guys as well. So, I mean, in all three phases should be another great atmosphere out there. We just got to make sure we prepare and be ready to go for a huge challenge.
Thank you, Coach. Look forward to the matchup this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Jim Klein-Peter.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Can you assess your offensive line's play against Jackson State, please?
Well, you know, I'll say that they held up fairly well on some of the things that we were trying to do, but I still didn't think we accomplished what we are capable of doing. And they understand that because we had opportunity to go over that early this morning. Some of the things that we've been able to accomplish. We've been a well-balanced football team. And when you don't run the football well, it kind of hurts everything. Yeah, I know I love throwing the football, but you still got to be able to create both. And I think when you are throwing the football, you got to connect. You know, the key thing is not just to throw the football and say that I threw the football 100 times. You got to connect on those things and make some positive yards on it. So I think it's nothing, you know, I can't get down on those guys. They've been doing great all year long. I mean, we had a bump in the road right here. Now, how do you respond coming to another challenge? And I look for them to accept the challenge.
Yeah. How much did Jackson State's pass rush affect Bashan's performance?
I didn't think it affected the performance. Of course, you want to, you know, pressure the guy. We understood what they were doing and how they was bringing. It was so much of a bliss and just pressure. We understood that. I just think it's all in. It's so easy to point to the quarterback, but you know, it's all 11 that has to make sure that thing clicked the right way. So it's some things that we made some corrections on that we got to get better at, and we got to. A lot of times, I like to say, when you get opportunity, you got to win that one-on-one battle, regardless of where it is. That don't just mean at the wide receiver position. That can mean within the interior line as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach Dooley, I hope you and everybody in Baton Rouge and Southern are well. Can you talk a little bit about offense, defense, and special teams with the Jags?
Well, right now, you know, in all three phases, we were doing well up into this past game right here. I thought defense stood out. They played an exceptional game. You know, you can't keep them on the field as long because now it looked like, you know, when you look at the point spread, it's like, well, the defense didn't play well. They did. The defense stopped the very first drive. We were in the, what I call the green zone, so we had opportunity to get scored. You got to be able to make those field goals when you got a chance to get scored. Those things didn't happen, but it's not nothing that I can say that we're out of rhythm with. It's just something we got to come back and understand who we are and what we're capable of doing. And those guys will be ready to go because they displayed that this morning.
Coach Dooley, now we flip the script. We get into November football. Just talk a little bit about what that looks like. And again, every week it's a grind and you'll go into FAMU.
Well, you know, the thing that I've came to know, what I knew already, being a guy that's been here around for a while, you know, everybody say September, October, November. To me, it's football all the way down. You got to be ready to go every month because there's no easy game in this conference. They got a lot of great coaches, a lot of great football players. So to me, I need to be where I want to be at. I need to win September, October, November, December, and keep going around the clock.
Thank you, sir. Have a great week.
You too.
Next question goes to G. Thomas.
Hey, good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
I'm Gerald Thomas from the Tallahassee Democrat. Of course, this weekend you'll be coming to Tallahassee. This will be your first game against FAMU as Southern's head coach. You know, back in 2019, after the last time Southern came to Brant Memorial Stadium, it was packed out crowd. FAMU edged them 27-21. Just tell me about, you know, what are you expecting, you know, when you come to Brant Memorial Stadium, just the madness that comes with it, and you know, what are you telling your team, you know, throughout the week?
Well, I know you're from Tallahassee, so I ain't gonna give you no little tips to get Willie Simmons. Me and Willie Simmons go way back. We've been going against each other for quite a long time, so he know everything that I'm going to do. But no, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Atmosphere that that's why you come to this conference to play football. You know what type of team is going to be there. You know they're going to show up and be ready to go. The fans going to be there. But the one good thing about it, we know the Jaguar Nation is going to be there as well. So I look for an electrifying atmosphere right there and a good football game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Last question goes to Perry Daniels.
Hey, Coach. Let's talk about Saturday. And you often talk about you want a quarterback that has the ability to win a game. Would you say that you faced that type of quarterback this past Saturday? And if you could talk about that quarterback's play.
Well, I put it like this here. I thought Sanders did a tremendous job at what he was able to do. He showed that, you know, the question mark may have been that he's a pocket passer. You know, a pocket passer, there's nothing wrong with having a pocket passer. He showed that if I have to pull it down and run, I can run it and get what I need to get. But, you know, each coach have their own philosophy. I think it's kind of misunderstood when I say I want a quarterback to win the game. What I'm saying is I don't need him to manage the game because that's why Southern University paid me. I'm going to manage the game. I want him to go out there and execute and do the things that need to be done so we can win the game and make sure that the guys around him better. And when you talk about Sanders, that's what he did. He made his team around him better. He executed at a high level, and the end results, they got the points.
Coach Dooley, as always, we appreciate your time. We look forward to speaking to you again next week.
Thanks for having me.